Welcome. Today we're talking chord progressions and why they're useful. Quiz time. Is this C, F, and G? Or is it 1, 4, 5? The answer is yes. So chord progressions, a series of chords that we can denote with Roman numerals to tell us where they are in a key and what type of chord they are. Are they major or are they minor? So in the key of C, you could think of this key as all the letters. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Or you could think of, I'm starting on C and now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So chord progressions, we're going to look at the first chord in the key of C, C major, and we're going to call that 1 with a big Roman numeral 1 uppercase because it's major. Right? I'm playing this triad, the first, the third, and the fifth. I skip every note. I got C, E, G, C major, 1 major. D minor. Can you guess what this is? Lowercase because it's minor. Roman numeral 2 because it's the second chord in the key of C major. I think you got it now. This is E minor, lowercase 3. F is uppercase 4, G uppercase 5, A minor is lowercase 6, B diminished. So diminished chords are a minor chord where we take that fifth and drop it down 1. So you go up 3 half steps and another 3 half steps. And the way we write this is the 7 lowercase but with the little circle at the end to let us know it's diminished. So if I went up and played the B minor, that F sharp is not in the key of C major, right? So when we build these triads in the key of C major, this is diminished. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can do the same thing in the key of G, right? So you just find the key of G, you're starting here. And 1 is G major, 2, A minor, 3, B minor, 4, C, 5 is D, 6 is E minor, 7 is your F sharp diminished, and you have your G back to the top. And you can do that for any key now. You can find out what chord is in that key with a Roman numeral. And this is useful because then you can play a chord progression. Say I'm in a band and they say, hey, we're going to play a song 1, 6, 4, 5 in the key of C. Well, now I know how to play it. I play 1, C major, 6, A minor, 4, 5, back to 1. And then they say, you know what, I don't really like how that sounds. Let's do it in the key of G instead. Same chord progression, 1, 6, 4, 5, but in the key of G. 1, 6, E minor. 4 is C. 5 is D. Back to G. Or 1, right? So by knowing the chord progression, I can play in multiple keys. I can play it in D. 1, 6, 4, 5, right? So you can learn all the keys, you can learn all of the chords in those keys, and then you can learn the chord progressions. Another way that's useful is if, say, you practice the song or you Google the chords for something and it's in the key of C, but your band is going to play it in the key of G. Well, I will just take those chords that are in the key of C and map them to more Roman numerals. And once I have the Roman numerals, the chord progression, I can transpose that into the key of G, and now I can play that in the key of G and practice it in the key of G. So we'll go through one more example. What's a really common chord progression? Canon in D, Pachelbel. You'll see videos on YouTube of 20, 30 pop songs that use the same chord progression as Canon in D. So this is iconic. It's in the key of D. So let me just change that key here. So the key of D is going to have the 2 sharp signs, right? You can see them right there. And it starts off in 1, or D, right? And then it goes to 5, A, and it goes to 6, B minor, to 3, F sharp minor, then to 4, which is G, and then back to 1, which is D, then back to 4, which is G, and then to 5, which is A. All right, so it's 8 chords, and it repeats the whole song. So right, so I'll probably make another video, and I'll link to it in the description when I make it, of how to play Canon in D, because it's a nice wedding song that you can play at different levels of difficulty. So there you go, chord progressions, why they're cool. Thanks for stopping by.